Look who it is. Liking what you've done with the place, boss. Gang certainly seem pleased with their new little kingdoms. Haven't seen people this revved up since last time someone spiked the water fountains. Never formally introduced myself. Name's Shank. And if you're standing here, well, I suppose Gage figured you might be the one to finally get things back on track. How long did it take him to convince you it was time to move on the Commonwealth?
And what makes you think I've been convinced?
Well, if you aren't yet, you sure as hell should be. Giving the gang spots to call their own around the park, it bought you some goodwill. But providing them with their own domains, carved from the settlements of the Commonwealth, well, I can't think of a better way to solidify your place around here. Plus, make us all a pretty penny along the way. If that interests you, well, all you've got to do is say the word, and we can let the fun begin.
If I'm gonna do this, I don't want to hurt people.
No fun in that. But look, you're the overboss. You decide you want to sweet-talk the poor sods we're gonna be dealing with instead of filling them full of lead? That's up to you. But I can't change the fact that you're gonna have to run some people out of their homes so we can give them to the gangs. No one said being boss was gonna be easy. Now, you just say if this is something you're ready to move on.
I wanted to ask about your role in this.
I'm listening.
What is it that you get out of helping me do this?
I've been well taken care of up to this point. I ain't greedy, but people with my kind of talents aren't common. All I'm looking for is a continuation of the lifestyle I've become accustomed to, and the same piece of the Commonwealth pie everyone else around here has been itching to take a bite of.
Which gang do you work for?
Don't work for the gangs. Gage brought me in to work for the overboss. Plan was I'd advise Coulter in his grand scheme to run roughshod over the Commonwealth. And despite Coulter's change of heart, I've kept my ear to the ground, just in case that day ever came. I'm hoping today might finally be it.
So, what exactly is it you do?
I'll walk you through all the ins and outs of getting us established on the other side of those mountains. Claiming territory, running jobs, keeping folks loyal. Gage and Coulter also tasked me with keeping on top of the goings-on back there, so I'll provide you with guidance on the places we can hit and the places we can't. Kind of makes me your one-stop shop for causing havoc in the Commonwealth.
That was all I had.
So, does that mean you're ready to begin?
Okay, let's get started.
Music to my ears. So getting us set up in the Commonwealth is going to require 3 things. Territory, provisions, and loyalty. First things first, territory. We're going to need to claim a settlement for our gang to work from, an outpost. And there are 2 ways to claim new territory. You can head in yourself and convince the locals to leave, or I can get a crew together and you all can put them in the dirt. How you do it is up to you. So, first big decision. You want to talk them off their land, or you want to wipe them out?
Is there a difference between the approaches?
Well, settlers will probably rally some bodies if you try and wipe them out, but it's a guaranteed way to claim a spot. If you try to scare them off their land, there's a chance they might just tell you to take a hike. At that point, you might be able to buy them off. But it could end up getting expensive if you don't work them over a bit first. Beyond just that, there are some places out there overrun with trouble. Ghouls, children of Adam and the like. Those places aren't going to be interested in having a chat. So you're going to have more options if you go in guns blazing.
Let me talk to them. I'll convince them to leave.
Works for me. Once you've planted your flag in the place, I'll send a crew in to set up shop. Now, next up, you'll have to pick who you want to hold your outpost once it's established. Of course, Every outpost you claim for a gang is going to be something the other gangs don't have. And none of them like the thought of their rivals getting a leg up on them. Worth thinking over as you dole out more territory. So, which gang should I have join you once you've staked your claim?
The operators.
Got it. I'm sure they'll appreciate you thinking of them. That just leaves the target. Now, for a new outpost, you'll usually want to target a spot with plenty of populated settlements nearby that might be able to feed our people later on. Taffington Boathouse, Croup Manor, Greentop Nursery, the Slog all had a good number of farms within striking distance last I checked. Though I'll need to go through my notes again. Make sure they're all still good to target. We're not always going to be able to run every job against every settlement. So, you ready to pick the spot for Nuka World's first new homestead?
I hope you enjoyed that last song.
What were those targets you'd recommended before?
Croup Manor, Taffington Boathouse, Greentop Nursery, and the Slog. Again, I can't guarantee those will all be available targets till I check my notes. But if they are, they're certainly a good place to start. Now you ready to make your decision?
What kind of things, you ask? Well, I will tell
We
you.
can't target certain settlements with
I have
certain
heard.
jobs?
Unfortunately,
Huh.
can't
They
talk
have
people
taken
off their
over
land if
the
there's no
castle,
one around to talk
which I
to
guess
and
was
the
there some time
like.
ago,
Most
but it was a
cases,
while.
I'll try to let you know
It is
why
then
we
full of
can't target a
fish,
place. But the biggest
or
hindrance is if there's
monsters,
already some activity going on
monster
there.
fish?
Though if that is the
Maybe.
case,
I
that
don't
Pip-Boy
know.
of yours
I've
might
read
be
that.
able to give you
Not
some
relevant.
info on whatever might be
The
blocking
Minutemen are
us
there
hitting
now.
that spot. Now,
That's good.
you ready
For
to
them.
pick that first settlement?
And I guess
I'm ready.
for everyone else
Good.
too.
So, what's the target?
Yeah. How about some music? Here's Roy Brown, and he's singing Mighty, Mighty Man. Take it away, Roy.
Wait, pretty sure that place is one of yours, boss. That's where you want to hit?
Does that matter?
Only if you want to keep control of it. Targeting a settlement for a job is gonna break whatever connections you might have had to the place. Worth taking a moment to consider how much you like having that spot under your thumb. So, that the target?
That one's the target.
Just wanted to make sure. So, to get these folks to scram, you got two main options. Buy them out, or scare them off. Either way, the more afraid they are, the simpler or cheaper getting them gone will be. Lizzie Wyeth over with the operators should have some and it's worth keeping in mind. The more populated or fortified a place is, the more prep you're gonna want to do before trying to run them off. Happy hunting, boss.
Yes? What do you want?
Yeah, I'm here for your land. You should leave while you can still walk.
What? That all you got? Threats? How about you buzz off?
Look, I'm trying to help you here. You need to go. Now.
Oh, that's how it's gonna be. Fine. Take it. Place is all yours.
Hey, you.
Not gonna bother you, all right? Land's yours. Okay.
Such a powerful guy.
Yeah,
Time for
I'm
some
thinking
news,
this
I
place
guess.
will do. At least once we get some
Sure.
supplies coming in.
So,
You ought to head
there's
on
that
back,
saying,
boss. Let 'em know.
sometimes the truth is better.
I just want to trade a few things.
Truth
Right.
is
You're the boss.
stranger than fiction. Well, you know the radio plays that I air sometimes, occasionally in the right order. You know the Silver Shroud. Sounds like someone takes them really seriously. Like reading tombstones. There are reports, I guess, about sightings of the Silver Shroud in the Commonwealth. Good neighbor. Anyway, I guess. Oh man, this is so weird. I guess this Silver Shroud is like cleaning up the town or something? So now there's a
Hey,
Well,
Shay.
well. Rumor going
superhero
around
out
is
there
that some big bad
defending
raider
justice,
boss strolled
I
into the
guess.
Commonwealth
Or at
and
least killing
talked a
people
group
that
of settlers right off their
hopefully deserve
land.
it.
Not too
Here's
shabby.
Frankie Carl
I'll
with a
make sure
song
your
that,
cut of any caps
frankly,
the outpost
sounds a
pulls
little
in
too
are
good to be
waiting in
true.
your quarters.
I'm not
So,
saying he was a
now that
Russian
we
or
got
anything,
part
but,
one
well,
on the
okay.
books,
I
we
guess I
can
am
move on to part two.
saying that. Never mind.
Provisions.
Here's
If you want to
one
hang
more
on to
tomorrow.
this newfound territory, you're going to need to convince a nearby settlement to start handing over shipments of supplies. I'll make sure those shipments get distributed direct to the outpost. Any caps they provide will be waiting in your trunk up in Fizztop. And the more a settlement produces for itself, the more of each we can get them to cough up. Now, like before, the method's up to you. You can try talking to them yourself, convince them to hand over the goods, or you and a crew can introduce some bullets to some kneecaps.
Let me talk to them. I'll get them to hand over what we need.
Sure. So, which crew you want keeping an eye on the place once you get them to bend the knee?
The pack.
Works for me. Then all that's left is the target. Only wrinkle is that it's got to be near our crew's new outpost. No settlement's just gonna hand over goods if there's no one close by to follow up on threats. And if you ever want to see for yourself which settlements are within range of our outpost, you can check the map in your Pip-Boy. The Slog might be a good choice to hit, though I'd have to confirm that's still the case. So, where do you want to hit? Was that? Alright, that one'll work. So, to get these settlers to cough up provisions, they need to know that we aren't a crew to be trifled with. You can try convincing them to pay up, or you could rough them up some. Let them know we mean business. Plus, having an outpost nearby gives us another option: claiming the airwaves. Building a Nuka World radio transmitter at an outpost within range of the target will let them know we're closing in on them. Your Pip-Boy map should show you which outposts are close enough to serve. And if none of that works, well, I suppose you could always try paying one of them to convince the rest. But you got options. Good luck.
Shank.
Don't underestimate the power of beating the stuffing out of someone before you shake them down.
Bird told me you're looking for some tools to help train us some new outposts. And ain't it just your lucky day? Wait till you see what I got. Found some toys a couple operators left on their corpses in a back alley. Not sure how they got themselves dead like that. Insane. I took them apart and made a little something different out of the parts. It was just gonna be a toy for my pets, but it's more useful than that. Beasts find these things irresistible. Toss them on the ground, and anything nearby hungry will come a-running, ripping anything in their path to pieces. But, you're gonna want to be a safe distance away. Because, well, the things leak a little. Or end up becoming a snack yourself. Oh, and here, take this paper. I'll show you how to make more. Don't look so surprised. We ain't all knuckle draggers.
Can I use it indoors?
Now, doorknobs. Bane of creatures great and small. Also, the sense tuned for creatures in the Commonwealth. So if you travel real far, probably not gonna work there either.
A bag of animal bits. Well, this isn't the worst thing I've ever been given. Thank you, Mason.
You're welcome. And when you're putting that to good use claiming new haunts, don't forget us. All right?
If you can take some.
No need to worry, boss. We've got you back.
Over, boss? Making trouble? Good. Gotta say, I'm more and more pleased you didn't die in the gauntlet.
Hey there.
Overboss. A pleasure. Shank said you might need some tools to ease relations with the people of the Commonwealth. Well, you've come to the right place. I've put together a couple of toys that should make getting what you want out of those rubes easier. Only thing we ask in return is that you remember the operators when you're handing out new territory on the other side of the mountains.
What exactly have you got?
So, first up, something to manipulate a target. It's a homemade distillation brewed to mimic human flight pheromones. Toss one of these grenades at the feet of your target, and convincing the wary settler suddenly becomes a much simpler affair. Now, to function effectively, I had to make the formula precise. So it's not going to work on people in any of the big towns like Bunker Hill or Diamond City,
Undecided by Elephant's
nor
Door.
on caravanners. But for your purposes, hitting settlements out in the Commonwealth, it ought to give you a serious edge.
So, it only works at settlements. Are there any other restrictions I need to know about?
Nothing beyond that.
Here's another.
I've been trying to get the formulas working better for more varied environments. But for now, the current brew should serve.
I don't know. Maybe you hadn't already.
Stink bombs. Lovely.
Just give them a try first, Overboss. I think you'll enjoy the results. Here, only had enough to make the one locally. But you... So, the other trick up our sleeve is a little more broad spectrum than the grenades. Gulp down a couple lungfuls, and anyone you speak to will be far more apt to give you what you want. Plus, I've winnowed down the addiction risk to near zero, so no need to fear repeat usage. Here, ingredients for that one have been tricky to find, but between that and the grenade, you should have no problem getting at least one settlement under your control before you have to brew up your own.
Just another day in the Commonwealth, am I right? Right? That's the worst thing about asking that question. No one ever answers. So I was wondering if I'm right.
Oh, someone's coming through the gauntlet. Go see
This
Frick.
is
He'll tell you
Civilization
what to do.
it's by Danny Kaye.
You really should rethink where you stand. Unless you're a fan of watching. Just when I thought things couldn't get any worse, you had to turn up. You know, in a... You're lucky Nish is in charge. If it were up to me, you'd be dead. You really should rethink where you stand. Unless you're afraid.
Next time I see you, I hope I'm gouging those eyes out.
Hey, Ruth. Sammy just came back with this girl Dixie and brought the best news ever. She said she comes from a place where we'll be safe and protected, called Nuka World. Finally.
You were running things.
I am so tired of trying to live out here on our
Hey there.
I got
dealing
a
with
little
raiders,
lady
out of finding
a
food
stranger
and
into your
just
home.
surviving.
You've no idea how happy we are that we ran into you. Not as happy as I am. What are you doing? Wait, I thought you were here to... Ah! Kate! Run!
Sam! No! What have you done?
Oh, don't worry, honey. I'll never keep two
Savoy.
lovers apart.
No! No!
I had it out with that disciple chick again today, Anna. Tired of her always winning. She's got better aim, better combat, even packs a better punch. Well, not for long. Fuck these rules, I'm going after her. Then, when she's floating face down in the swan pond, we'll see. Better.
Just when I thought things couldn't get any worse, you had to turn up.
I can't wait to see. What the hell? How'd you get in here? What?
A girl's got her ways. I'm just here 'cause Anna's big into helping Nisha keep the peace between all us gangs. Me? Not so much.
What the?
That should keep you quiet till I get you back to Fizz Top. Oh, were you recording this just for little old me? You operators are such sweethearts.
gives Raiders a damn radio station? What can I do for you?
You ever heard of Nuka World?
The theme park with all the Raiders? Sure. Why?
I'm here to make you an offer. This place will supply me and my friends in Nuka World caps, food, whatever you got. In exchange, we won't bother you.
Oh, I don't know. A lot of hard work goes into this place. Can't just give it to you.
How about you and I make a deal? You get this place supplying my people. I'll make it worth your while.
You don't have the caps. So how about you just get on your way, all right?
Listen, you're gonna start working for me now, all right? Just keep the supplies coming and we won't have any problems.
Fine. if it'll get you off my back. Now please, get the hell out of here. How about you buzz off?
And over here.
What? There aren't folks at this Nuka world you can shake down?
Tex Beneke, folks.
Sounds like they're gonna tear the place apart if we don't get the hell out of there.
Then I guess we'll just have to let them know who they're dealing
So,
with. You did
there's
good.
a bit of news
Now get
that,
going.
it
The
might
adults are
interest
gonna
you.
discuss this.
If not, hang on a minute.
Figured
and I'll
this
go
would
back
happen
to
sooner or later.
music that
Our
we
outposts caught the attention of some of
If
our
you
new
hadn't,
neighbors in the
heard.
Commonwealth.
I mean, I guess most
An
people know
outside
this, but
crew
maybe
of
someone
raiders think we're
that,
honing in on
the
their
Green Tech
territory.
building was
Sounds
where
like they're
those
planning to tear
mercenaries
the
live?
place up. And our people
the
with it.
Gunners!
Suppose this
That's it.
provides us
That
a
was
good
like
opportunity to make an example. You thinking what I'm thinking?
Pretty much all dead. Those guys were
What
tough.
can you tell me about this gang?
Not a whole lot.
Guess whoever killed
Our
them
scout said the boss calls himself Sinner. Claims to have a decent-sized crew ready to take what we stole fair and square. Suppose he just needs to learn who his betters are. So, are you and I of the same mind on how that ought to get done?
was involved. But that's just what I heard.
I will rip them to shreds personally.
Bingo. Only language raiders in the Commonwealth understand. Force. But you should probably get going. You wouldn't want to keep our new friends waiting. Wouldn't be neighborly.
How about
Shank,
Billy Ward
watch
and the
yourself.
Dominoes?
You of all
This
people
one,
know what their kind's capable of.
Hi there. If you have any questions about Nuka World, and remember...
Right. No questions for now.
In that case, thanks, Error. Your sis have a great... Hi there.
Good. You're here. Got word those punks were spotted not far from here, boss. Whole place is on alert. We'll keep an eye out.
Commonwealth Raiders. Got no respect.
Who's in charge around here? I'll tear their heart out. I want the head of whoever's running this shit. You! You, the Nuka World waste pile that thought you could move your gang into Sinner's territory and live? You give me one good reason I shouldn't slice you open and eat your heart right here.
Oh, please try.
With pleasure. Kill them all! Feel that? It's called fear.
Let's trade some things.
Okay.
Heard some rumbles, this one didn't get you either. Figure I shouldn't be surprised.
Those raiders won't be causing us any more problems.
That's what I've been hearing. So I suppose your recent success brings us to the next step. Loyalty. Without loyalty, everything that's yours ain't. And to keep a crew loyal, you need to keep them happy. Now, keeping raiders happy isn't real hard. Just have to make sure they've got their basic necessities, just like any other settlement. That they've got some things to keep them entertained, and that their food's taken care of, which, with raiders, well, isn't like dealing with other settlements. Now, if you want me to go into detail on any of that, you just say.
I want to know more about managing the outpost's basic necessities.
Day-to-day needs. They're pretty straightforward. Just need to make sure you've set up solid defenses. Plenty of beds under cover, and enough clean water to go around. Not much more to it than that. Was there anything else?
What can you tell me about entertainment for the outpost?
Well, it's a damn handy way to keep folks distracted if you're lacking in certain basics. Constructing pick-me-up stations or getting one of your crew working on a booze still will certainly help lift your outpost's spirits. And if the place has got a Nuka World transmitter powered up, you can construct amplifiers to help as well. Anything else I can answer for you?
Tell me more about providing food for the outpost.
So, managing your outpost's food can get a little tricky. No one ever joined a crew to dig in the dirt, so you'll want to make sure you've convinced enough settlements to supply your gang. People at the outpost can farm in a pinch, but they sure as hell won't be happy about it. Now, if you're ever wondering if your outpost has enough food, you should take a look in your Pip-Boy. It ought to have a page that'll show you everything your outpost currently needs, food included. If they're low on grub, it's probably time to get a new settlement supplying you. Or you could always drop some food direct in their workshop if it comes to it. Now, was there something else?
I think I've got everything I need to know.
Sure. If you've ever got more questions, you come find me. Or you can always consult that Pip-Boy on your arm. No better tool to tell you what your outpost may be hurting for. Now, depending on the state of the place when you hit it, this first outpost might already have some of the bare bones set up. All you've got to do is build up what's missing. If you want to run some jobs to convince more settlements to start sending supplies, well, you know how this works. You just come talk to me. And I was thinking, with the outpost coming as far as it has, might be time I set up shop there. Save you a trip anytime you want to run a job. You just let me know if that's something that'd interest you. Be good to make some trouble in the Commonwealth again. So, there anything I can do?
Answer some questions for me.
Shoot.
Is there anything our outpost needs at the moment?
Yeah. Getting word they could use some more food coming in. If you want to run a job to convince a new settlement to cough up supplies, let me know. Was there anything else?
Remind me, what's the best way to keep outposts happy?
Well, you want to make sure they've got all the necessities, defenses, beds, water, and food. Ideally coming in from a settlement you've convinced to hand over supplies. But you can always drop some direct in their workshop if need be. Beyond that, you could build them some entertainment, a booze still, pick-me-up station.
Sure.
And if you're wondering what they're lacking, best thing to do is check your Pip-Boy. It's got a page with all the information you could need on what your outpost might want. And lastly, don't make them farm. Lose a lot of goodwill from your gangs by making them pick fruit. You had any other questions?
What do I need to take into account when...
Well, but using tools from the operators, building a Nuka World train, plus, the more outposts you've... So, was there something else?
That was it.
Got it. Something else I could do for you?
I'm interested in running a job.
You got it. Just need the details. What job you looking to run?
A new outpost. I want to get one set up.
Let's just get the first one squared away for now. Expansion can come later. So, what can I do for you?
I'm looking to have some words with a local settlement. Convince them to contribute to the cause.
Well, all right. So which gang do you want keeping folks in line when you're done?
The Disciples.
Done. So, where you want to do this? Huh. Was that... Believe that spot's one of yours, boss. Still want to proceed?
If you're listening at all.
Actually, I changed my mind.
You got it. So, you want...
Well, here's a classic.
Let's try another target.
Just need the details. So, where do you... Huh. Was that... Believe that spot's one of yours, boss. Still want to proceed?
Does that matter?
Only if you want to keep control of it. Targeting a settlement for a job is gonna break whatever connections you might have had to the place. Worth taking a moment to consider how much you...
Don't you ever question me.
Just wanted to make sure. Bunch of tools from the operators could also... make your life easier. Yeah.
Hey, you.
Oh, is that a... Oh. Hey, you need something?
I'm here to make you an offer. This place will supply me and my friends in Nuka World caps, food, whatever you got. In exchange, we won't bother you.
I don't know. A lot of hard work goes into this place. I can't just give it to you.
Listen.
It ain't happening.
Sure. Listen.
Look.
Know what? Never mind.
Fine. Works for me.
Yes?
Hey.
Oh, you. Look, whatever you're pushing, not interested.
You want to do this the hard way? Fine. Let's do this the hard way.
Oh, you've got to be kidding. If that's what you want...
Tools from the operators could also make your life easier.
Hey, you.
Oh, was that a... Oh. Hey, you need something?
This place is gonna start giving me and my gang in Nuka World a cut of everything you grow, make, or find under the damn couch cushions, understand?
That's an interesting proposal. I'm sure we can come to some kind of mutual understanding.
Listen, you're gonna start...
Fine. If it'll get you off my back, now please, get the hell out of here.
I thought about trying my hand at the gauntlet just to see if I could do it. Waste of time now. No one's stopping here. Mags, William, and Lizzie. All you have to do is hear them speak to know they weren't born.
Hey, Shank.
Boss,
Winona
seems
Harris.
congrats are due on the outpost. Sounds like it's everything a group of murderous sociopaths could ask for. So, you ready for the final piece of the puzzle?
And that is...
Bodies. And not the kind the disciples like to leave sitting around. Because what you've made is a foothold. To solidify our place, our outfit's gonna need some real numbers. 2 more outposts carved from the Commonwealth ought to do the trick. Get all that together, and, well, we'll have a real base of power on our hands. With that kind of clout, we'll be able to start setting up dealers at our outposts. Get to selling stuff like real damn towns. We keep expanding from there, we'll even be able to set up spots where the locals can come drop off tribute. But I'm getting ahead of myself. For now, you'll want to start by claiming another 2 outposts. You just let me know whenever you want to get rolling on those jobs. So, boss, what's the plan?
Looking to run a job.
Works for me.
About time I talked some settlers into...
Ought to take care of those new outposts first.
Uh-huh. Organize a crew.
Think we should put claiming those new outposts to bed first.
I want to claim another outpost for our gangs.
Sure thing, boss. You gonna talk to them yourself? Or should I get a crew to help you put them in the dirt?
Start organizing a crew. We're gonna bury those settlers.
I'll make it happen. In which gang you want to join?
Sure. The Pack.
I'll send word along. So, what's the target? Let me... Believe that spot's one of yours, boss. Still want to proceed?
That one's the target.
Just wanted to make sure. So, these sorts of jobs are pretty... I'll make sure you've got some backup waiting to lend a hand when you get there.
welcome back.
Operators on top. Just like it should be.
I heard you were looking for me.
You heard the alarm, right? That means someone's in the gauntlet. Looks like a real tough one, too. What happens next is up to you. You can take him on yourself in the arena, or I can make sure our little rat never gets out of the maze.
What happens if I choose to fight?
All you need to do is gear up and head for the arena. Bring whatever weapons and armor you want. Then we open up the door to the gauntlet and let in whatever dumbass Scaver Mark fell into the trap. After that, playtime. So what's the call, boss? You gonna give us a show or what?
There's not gonna be a fight. Set them free.
Damn, really? Well, you're the boss. Won't pretend I'm not disappointed, though.
Hey there.
Hey, boss. Ready to spend some caps?
What kind of prizes can I win here?
Well, some of the things in the redemption system are left over from the pre-war era. However, I've added a few more, let's just say, more appropriate items for the gangs to enjoy. You can win plenty of ammunition, or even some special weapons and armor that I created myself. If you're curious, go take a look at our redemption terminal.
Sure.
Otherwise, I could always show you what I have for sale.
So what's your story, anyway?
Me? Didn't know you were interested. Well, I've been running this place for years now. And to be honest, until Coulter rolled in with his, your gangs, it was getting boring. They were going to kick me out of the Nuka-Cade. Then I showed them fixing these machines really isn't that different than tinkering with a gun or some armor. Just make the right connections, and it all works. After a while, hopefully I'll have the same luck with you, boss. Anyway, enough about me. How about I fix you up with some tokens so you can get playing?
Sure. Let's take a look.
Whatever you need.
Sure.
Nuka World! I've always dreamed of coming here, and now I finally made it! This place is amazing, don't you think?
How is this place amazing?
How? Just look around. Don't you see it? You can just imagine the children, smiling and happy, all drinking Nuka-Cola and having the time of their lives. It must have been magical. The name's Sierra Petrovita. I traveled all the way from the capital wasteland to visit this place. Maybe you've heard about my Nuka-Cola museum?
You run a Nuka-Cola museum?
Absolutely. I spent years collecting all the Nuka-Cola merchandise I could find. It's all on display at my home in a settlement called Girdershade. I give tours to anyone who stops by. And I can promise you this. You won't find another collection like mine in the Capital Wasteland, the Commonwealth, or any place else. Well, I'd stay and chat some more, but I've gotta get back to my search.
What are you searching for?
I don't really want to say. It's nothing personal. I just don't know you well enough to trust you. Sorry.
I'm a fellow Nuka-Cola fan, so you can definitely trust me.
Wow, really? That's great. In fact, that gives me an idea. I've read all kinds of things about the park, and I'd love to tell someone about it. How about I give you a little tour of Nuka Town here, and when it's over, I'll share my secret. What do you say?
What do you have in mind, exactly?
Well, I'm glad you asked. I like to think of myself as one of the foremost authorities on the subject of Nuka World. I'll take you to some of the best spots right here in Nuka Town, USA, and show you just how amazing this place really is. So, is that a yes?
Sounds like a great idea.
Okay, then let's get started. Right this way, if you please.
This is Diamond City Radio, and I'm, it's me, Travis. Anyway, the next one is being forgotten. Enjoy.
Just when I thought things couldn't get any worse, you had to turn up.
Fizz Top Mountain here provides a commanding view of Nuka Town, USA, and the other areas of the park. Some of the finest and most expensive dining in the park was found at Fizz Top Grill, which you can see up on the mountain slope.
Hey!
You're lucky Nisha's in charge. If it were up to me, you'd be dead.
Not all of the attractions at Nuka World were rides. The Nuka-Cade here boasted dozens of exciting games of skill for the whole family to enjoy. Winning the games meant earning tickets you could spend to get all kinds of awesome Nuka-Cola merchandise. If I'd been around back then, I'd probably have spent a whole week in here trying to win all the prizes.
You know, in a lot of instances, poor life choices will get you killed.
Those seeking a more refined experience could sit down to a sumptuous meal at the Parlor Dinner Theater, home to the renowned Nuka World players.
The Parlor wasn't just a dinner theater. It also hosted one of the park's most sought-after events, the Bottle and Cappy Show. The show was so popular, tickets would sell out months in advance.
Showing the operators the good life, ain't you, boss?
Not supposed to hurt the other gangs. No rule against tricking them into hurting each other.
With its brightly colored design and delicious burgers and fries, it's no surprise Cappy's Cafe was hugely popular with kids. The cafe was best known for its super spicy Nuka Blast Burger, which was so hot, it was nicknamed the A-Bomb on a bun. On the park's busiest days, the line to get into the cafe was said to stretch all the way to Fizz Top Mountain.
check that out.
Past the market is Nuka World's front gate, which led to this entrance plaza. It was widely believed that the park's average daily attendance numbered in the tens of thousands. Of course, the Nuka-Cola Corporation never released official figures, but from everything I've read, I think that's a low estimate. You might have seen the robot dressed like a big red Nuka-Cola bottle. That's Nira, the park's informational attendant. She might be the only one in the park who's as enthusiastic about Nuka-Cola as I am. And that concludes the tour. Pretty good, huh?
That was very informative. Thank you.
It was my pleasure, especially since none of the gangs wanted to hear any of that. Believe me, I tried. I guess you could think of me as the world's biggest Nuka-Cola fan. I've been obsessed with the stuff since the first time I tasted it. I collect all the merchandise I can find, like these awesome Cappy glasses I'm wearing. But these aren't just ordinary sunglasses. They were part of a really cool contest that started just before the war. And the winner of the contest would get to meet the famous John Caleb Bradburton himself.
Who was John Caleb Bradburton?
Sorry, I tend to forget most people aren't as interested in the history of Nuka-Cola as I am. He was an inventor, and the best thing he ever invented was, you guessed it, Nuka-Cola! So, to win the contest, you had to find 10 images of Cappy, the Nuka-Cola mascot, hidden throughout the park. Each image has part of a code or something, and only these special glasses can reveal it. Now I know what you're thinking. Bradburton's long gone. Who cares about the contest anymore? Well, I'm betting that somewhere in his office is the original Nuka-Cola formula. That formula was one of the great mysteries of the soft drink world, and it would be the crown jewel of my collection. If you can help me get it, I promise it'll be worth your while.
What's in it for me?
I was just getting to that part. Bradburton didn't just create soda formulas. He was a genius who invented all kinds of fantastic things. All I really care about is getting my hands on the Nuka-Cola formula. Any other inventions we find are yours to keep. So, what do you think?
You'd better make good on that promise. I'm not running a charity out here, you know.
Of course. There's a little bit more to the story, and this is the part I think you'll like. Bradburton didn't just create soda formulas. He was a genius who invented all kinds of fantastic things. All I really care about is getting my hands on the Nuka-Cola formula. Any other? So, what do you think?
Sure, why not? Might learn more about the park while I'm at it.
Good point. You're new here after all. You should learn everything you can. I'll give you my Cappy glasses and this old contest holotape. It's got hints about where to find the hidden Cappies. Just track down the clues, and then come back to me once you've found them all. I'm an expert in all things Nuka-Cola, so I'm sure I'll be able to decipher it. Happy hunting!
Watch yourself. The pack sticks. Together.
Please, just don't hurt me.
Excuse me.
I'm not much for conversation.
Really should rethink where you stand.
Miss Chase.
Got plenty of supplies for you, boss.
Let's see what you got.
Right away, boss. stocking up for your next raid? Have a look.
Let's see what you have.
Right away, boss.
Three rival gangs in one place and they're not killing each other? Never seen anything like it.
Not looking for trouble, just some good deals. Don't worry about me. I'll stay in line.
This place really makes me want a Nuka-Cola.
Need some stims? Or I can patch you up myself.
A doctor? How did you end up in this place?
Well, it's a bit of a story. I used to live at a settlement west of here. We got hit by Coulter and his gang back when he had one. It was a tough fight. We killed some of theirs, they killed some of ours. They were wounded on both sides, but nobody could get to them. I called out for a ceasefire on the condition that I'd see to their injuries as well as ours. Saved a few lives that day, including Coulter's. When he set up this place, he came back for me. Said if I came along, he'd make sure his guys wouldn't hit our settlement again. Now this place is my home. Anyway, anything I can do for you? Treatment or supplies?
Not interested.
Okay.
help you?
I'm here to make you...
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Listen.
Fine. If it'll get you off my back, now please, get the hell out of here.
Bunch of parasites.
Starving here, boss. Need more food coming in.
Anyone who goes up against us won't know what hit them.
Mags, William, and Lizzie. All you have to do is hear them speak to know they weren't born into this life. We sure as hell were born for it.
Hey, asshole! You're listening to Raider Radio. Hey, anybody listening? Got some good news for you. All those damn robots in the Galactic Zone, no longer a problem, thanks to our kick-ass overboss. And the overboss has decided to leave the Galactic Zone in the hands of the Disciples. Let's hope they don't screw the place up in their own unique, creepy way. And if it's ours, do you all realize what this means? Nuka World! It all belongs to us. All of it. Hell yeah, man. You all ever feel like you just can't get enough?
Boss, seems congrats are due on the outpost. Sounds like it's everything a group of murderous sociopaths could ask for. So, You ready for the final piece of the puzzle?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Good to hear. Because what you've made, 2 more out. Get all that? With that kind of... We keep but I'm getting it. You just let me... So, boss.
I'm interested in running a job.
Works for me.
Uh-huh. It's time we took over.
And did you want to talk?
Start organizing.
I'll make it happen. In which gang?
The Pack.
I'll send word along. So, where you want to do this? Let me... Alright, that one will work. So, these sorts of jobs are pretty straightforward. Move in, kill everything in sight. I'll make sure you've got some backup waiting to lend a hand when you get there. Now, you're not gonna be able to take a direct route to the place. Fast way to get yourself killed. So you'll have to meet our folks outside town. Now, if you're looking for something to give you an extra edge, might be worth checking in with some of the gang bosses. Probably got some trick or two up their sleeves. The crew that's joining you is just gonna have standard kits though. If you want to arm them up differently, I'd take along some extra gear. Show those settlers who's in charge. Taking along some extra gear might be good if you want to arm up the crew.
Hi there! If you have any questions about Nuka World, I'd be delighted to answer them.
put you down.
Bye.
Sniffed him out, boss. Nothing we need to worry about. Place just needs a good cleaning out. We gonna do this or what?
There anything I should know about the place we're about to hit?
I mean, there's some guys over there that need killing. Not much more to it. So we're gonna do this?
Let's get this show on the road.
Yeah. Kill the unbelievers!
I see only Adam's glow!
Adam is taking my sight!
Adam!
Wash away your...
My sight!
Just the wind. Nothing to worry.
I fear nothing.
Let's trade some things.
All right, I guess.
Hey, boss. Just one more outpost to claim. You want me to set up that job, you just say. So, what do you need?
Was hoping you could arrange a job for me.
You got it.
Sure. I want to claim another out.
Got it. So how'd you want to approach?
Get me a crew.
Sure. In which gang you want to...
Uh-huh. The Disciples.
Can do. So, where do you...
Uh-huh.
Let me... Yup, that place'll do. So you know how this job works. Head to the target, put down anything that moves. I'll make sure you've got some backup waiting to lend a hand when you get there. Knock 'em dead, boss.
You know, in a lot of instances, poor life choices will get you killed. You really should rethink where you stand. Unless you're a fan.
Hey, boss. Was wondering when you were gonna come see me. Heard you're collecting toys to help you mark us out some new stomping grounds. Well, ours is, without a doubt, the finest little piece of hardware you've ever laid your eyes on. Sure, she may be based off some shitty operator tech, but a little Dixie love and some fine tweaking go a long way. Let's just say, them fever blossoms ain't no joke. Mixing with just the right ingredients makes people madder than a hornet's nest. Perfect for convincing any meddlesome settlers to rip each other apart.
Is there anything else I should know about this?
I mean, she won't work on bots or lower gen synths, but otherwise, that's it in a nutshell. All you gotta do is sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Asylum Parsons.
Sounds like I'll be putting it to good use.
Damn straight you will. I trust you'll make her mama proud. Only wish I could watch the show myself.
A word of advice, boss. You don't want to be on our bad side.
And I thought it was Raiders attacked the place. I don't know why. But okay. The weird part. So now Parsons is it's abandoned, like totally. So I guess something must have happened, right? And it must have been pretty serious. But maybe. Anyway, weird, right? News. Yep, that's the news. Back to the music.
You're lucky I'm in charge. If it were up to me, you'd be dead.
This one is from Skeeter Davis. It's the, ironically, end of the world.
Just looking to trade a little.
Sure.
I don't think we've met yet. We heard your radio beacon, so we thought we'd come give it a try. I just wanted you to know that I'm ready to do whatever it takes to make this into a real home. Any place you want me to pitch in?
Can we trade a few things?
Okay.
I'd like to trade some items.
Sure thing.
Nice. Water. Even another water pump.
Just wanted to trade a few things.
Okay.
Yes?
I want to trade a few things.
Go ahead.
Water's too scarce around here.
Yes?
Yeah?
I just want to trade a few things.
Of course.
Yes?
I wonder how high the vault...
I just want to trade a few things.
Of course.
Yeah?
Can we trade a few things?
Okay.
No one's gonna be happy until we get a proper meal down here.
Got it.
Let's trade some things.
Sure thing.
Anybody need help with anything?
Never thought I'd be an honor.
Hi.
You done with all your experiments? I hope I did good. They were real interesting. If so, can I hit the slots again? I just know my luck is going to turn around. It's got to.
How are you doing, Clem?
I'm doing well. This vault's just the best. I haven't been attacked by mole rats. Not even once. Just happy to be here.
Thanks for all your help.
You kidding? It's been an honor to do, well, anything for you. I guess you're the overseer now, right? Looking forward to giving the vault my best.
I just want to trade a few things.
You've got some pre-war money? Come on! I could really...
Let's trade.
Go ahead.
Happy to be safe in a vault, Overseer.
I just need to trade gear with you.
Sure.
Yes?
Gotta pay out something.
Huh?
What?
This shouldn't take long.
Personality.
You're different.
Time, asshole! Ain't nothing. My arm! Damn it!
Checked out what we're facing. Bunch of pests have run of the place. Wanna move in?
Is there anything I should know about the place we're about to hit?
What? You nervous, boss? I wouldn't sweat it. You picked the right gang for this. Now, how about we get started?
Let's get this show on the road.
Hell yeah.
Danny Kaye there, singing. Civilization! Here's a thing. A sort of note. I guess, from a sponsor here in Diamond City.
This got interesting.
Read it. Feeling tired? Need a pick-me-up? Need a pick-me-up? Visit Chemicare and get a prescription today. A balanced life through chemistry.
Shank.
God damn it.
Ray Smith
Bad
is
news,
right
boss.
behind you, baby.
The disciples have turned on us. Seems they didn't like how you were doling out territory. Nisha and her crew went and stormed Nuka World's power plant. The other bosses, well, they're waiting on you before they move in. You better get up there and put an end to those turncoats before they do something stupid. Well, something else stupid.
Hey, Shank.
Take some real stones to think you can take on all of Nuka World and live. But is there something I can do for you?
Visitors at the Safari Adventure Park office for only $35.
Understanding the operators ain't hard. We know how to live. The other gangs, dying is more their strong suit.
Looks like Nisha's dug in pretty well up there.
I knew that nut job would turn on us sooner or later. So, are we storming the place or what?
Think we're about to find out. The boss is here.
While you were away, Nisha gathered up her gang and took the power plant. If that bitch thinks she's going to get away with this, she's dead wrong. I'll tuck her in for a dirt nut myself.
I can't leave this place for 5 minutes without everything going to hell.
If you're looking to blame someone, it better not be us. While you were away, word came back from the Commonwealth that you're favoring the operators and the pack, which we certainly appreciated. But, surprise, surprise, Nisha wasn't exactly thrilled to hear the news.
Yeah. She and her gang forced their way into the power plant. Now they've got the entire place locked down. She can't get away with this, boss. And we all want in on the action.
Hey now, I already lost men trying to stop her. I won't be satisfied until it's my hands wrapped around her scrawny little neck, eyes popping out of her stupid little mask.
Both of you, shut up. Look, boss, this is your play. We'll follow you anywhere, but you have to swear to us that Nisha will be punished for her actions.
Doesn't sound like she's giving us a choice. We have to take her down.
Right behind you, boss.
Let's do this!
There's this article in the newspaper. I have a statement from the office. It's, well, it just says here there's nothing to worry about. It's, you know, safe and all, everybody.
Oh, right in the arm.
It's crazy stuff, right? Anyway, it's, well, it's something to think about, I guess. This song is Good Neighbor by Magnolia. Well, Good Neighbor. One word as a place, but 2 words as a title. Magnolia.
Damn it!
You're gonna wish you hadn't done that.
Hey. Gage.
Nuka World. All lit up. It's goddamn beautiful.
It sure is. I haven't seen any place like it in a long time.
It ain't just the lights, boss. Now that Nish is gone, and most of the disciples have been wiped out, there ain't much left to stop us. We've made one hell of a mark on the Commonwealth. There ain't a soul from here to Diamond City that hasn't heard of us. And despite what happened at the power plant, the rest of our gangs are stronger than ever. I took a big chance helping you take down Coulter. Glad that paid off. You know the real difference between him and you? The reason that the rest of us are behind you? You were willing to bleed for us. You put your neck on the line to get us ahead in this shitty world. And believe it or not, that means something to us.
Thanks, Gage. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. Just don't let it go to your head. Piss me off, and I'll still kick your ass from here to the Atlantic. So I guess the next move is yours to make. With the power to the park back online, you might want to cover old ground and see if you can get into some of the places that were cut off. Or maybe hit up Shank and take out a few more Commonwealth settlements, if you've left any standing. Oh, and of course, you could always lend Mags or Mason a hand. I'm sure they have plenty of jobs to run.
What about the rest of the disciples?
If any of them are left alive, they're gonna be pissed off that you took down Nisha. So, keep your eyes open for them.
What about all those caps you promised?
If you think I'm holding back, you can turn out my pockets. Just check out that strong box in the Fizz Top Grill. You keep producing at our settlements and the gangs will keep adding to your stash. Good enough?
That's all. While I'm at it, you got any laundry that needs to be done?
Like I ever bothered changing clothes.
Sounds like we still have plenty of trouble to get into. I guess we better get started.
Then I guess that does it, boss. You point the way and the gangs will follow. There's plenty of caps out there just waiting to be taken. And as long as you keep bringing them in, we'll have your back.
You're listening to, Diamond City Radio. If you're listening at all. Now, yeah, let's play. Let's play. Worry. And you know it.
Boss, making trouble?
Hey.
Never did get why Coulter brought in 3 gangs to claim Nuka World. I mean, he had us. Don't need the rest.
Respect around here, you gotta earn it. Of course, handing over new clothes hasn't hurt.
We'd all considered putting a bullet in Coulter's back at some point. Suppose you just beat us to it.
And here I thought this place was gaudy with the lights off. Still, not too shabby, boss.
Lizzie.
Our overboss returns triumphant.
Supporting the operators.
Showing the operators.
Smartest thing a lot of us have done in our lives.
We'll take care of the territory, boss. After all, we're in good hands. If Lizzie asks you to volunteer for one of her tests, don't.
Not supposed to hurt the other gangs. No rule against tricking them into hurting each other.
Not supposed to hurt the other gangs. No rule against...
Welcome back.
it to you, Overboss. Things have progressed nicely. The park's on its feet again. We're finally set up in the Commonwealth. The Disciples being shown their way out of existence was certainly a pleasant surprise. I suppose Gage wasn't wrong to put so much faith in you. You've certainly earned your place here.
Just making the best of a bad situation, I suppose.
I'd say you did an adequate job, considering. You've come a long way, after all. Because what it took to get where you are now, the burned bridges, the salted earth, there is no going back. Like it or not, you're one of us. A cutthroat. A killer. A raider. But, as luck would have it, it would seem that this was the life you were meant for.
You really think I was meant for this?
Sincerely? Yes. And I can tell you from experience, there's no use in fighting who you are. You can only either let your nature consume you, fall to booze and chems like the rabble around this place, or you can embrace it, let it drive you. So, with that in mind, I hope you'll appreciate the earnestness with which I mean this. Welcome home, Overboss. Here is to a bright future.
Hey.
Bob Crosby this time, not Bing. In case you got confused. I sometimes do. About a lot of things. Here's a thing. A sort of note, I guess, from a sponsor here in Diamond City. And I'll read it. Diamond City Surplus. Now open 24 hours a day. Management reserves the right to refuse service to anyone, especially since. So, how about Billy Ward and the Dominoes? This one, it's
Operator's got no tolerance for dead weight. Those who make yourself at home. Never thought I'd see this place lit up again. Gotta admit, I didn't think you had it in you. You gave those disciples a real bloodbath. So, how's it feel to get revenge?
Letting them live would have been a risk to everything we built.
Once they turned, there was no going back. You did what you had to do. Either way, more spoils for the rest of us. Am I right, boss? You know, I had my doubts about you. Big ones. But you pulled it off. Nuka World is up and running. We're raking it in out in the Commonwealth. Things are good. Better than ever. You've done good, boss. What's next?
We continue expanding our influence. Bring more settlements to their knees.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping you'd say. The pack's all in. Oh, and let me make something clear. I appreciate what you've done, but don't go thinking we're friends. we ain't. I'd still happily kill you if enough cash were available.
Marcy. She's working through the loss in her own way.
Excuse me.
You've crossed the line. We've got company.
Sit down, kid.
Excuse me.
Don't test my patience. Some things are unforgivable. This'll go better if we don't talk to each other. I trusted you once. Never again.
waiting?
I've got a few minutes to browse.
Here's what I got.
I hope you enjoyed that last song. Okay. Here's a thing. A sort of note, I guess, from a sponsor here in Diamond City, and I'll read it.
Hey, Carla.
Need to pick something up?
It's
pretty long.
Diamond City.
I've got a few minutes to browse.
Always happy.
I just broke what I was going to play, so I guess I'll play Danny Kaye.